Right, morning. You could look at this two ways. You could look at it as a piss warm morning and it's pouring down, it's bloody freezing, the dogs are doing me head in, or glass half full, it's an invigorating walk and we're going to get these out and have a fab time on the beach. So that's what we're going to do, the second one. Man, I tell you, it's bloody cold. It's cold wind. It's probably about 3 degrees, 4 degrees, but it says minus, feels like -3. Oh, invigorating. We're going to aim for a little cove where years ago I took a video, and this cove was where Ralph loved, because these will not do, he used to jump off the rocks into the sea. It was a great water baby. So we're going to go down that way today. Then we're going to go and see, well, I'm going to go up to see my mum. You can come with us. Maybe we're not going to the home. But then, because I always come out there a bit melancholy, we'll go to a garden centre, check myself up. Go on. Man, it's wild, to be honest. I didn't think there was any. That's the way, lad. Go on, water in the ground. And you, lassie. Come on, do it. I think we're going to take a shortcut through these woods because it's wild, to be honest. I bet it's wild where we're going as well. What? But they're always half full. Dogs aren't they? It's great weather, it's play. Right, let's get through this. It's a bridle way. Footpath. Come on. Whew. You go down that way, there's a little bird sanctuary. You know the concrete building down the bottom? Sometimes you see, but honestly, in summer, this is just lovely. It's like a little kind of forgotten forest, like a path, but today it's just a wet mess. Yeah, it's a good bit of crap there. Come on. God, it's just everywhere. It's like a little scent post for them. Man, there's a bird sanctuary through there. And we'll go up because there's seats. Honestly, what a difference a day makes in weather. When it's lovely, it's gorgeous here. It's tranquil. The seats to sit and just contemplate. At the moment, it's just mud. See, there's like a little hive thing you can, I don't know what. Can't see much. Wow, come on. He always gets a bit worried. What, son? Mind, you wouldn't, it's lovely and calm here. Not a breath of wind coming. Just bird sound. You actually might not be able to hear because I've got the bloody mic tucked down there. Go up this little hill and then I think it'll start again. See, I would come down here with the car because it's about 2 miles away this, but buggers have started to put like a pier box up for your car park, so knock that on the head. Woo! Come on! What you got? Yeah! Right, we're kind of coming, I think this is described as a bluff, but it's wild here, man. So I honestly think this round here is some of the most beautiful coastline I've seen. I mean, it's hard to pick it up on this camera and it looks kind of wild and windswept. That's Sutter Lighthouse over there. So that last big storm that was here, we had to get out the house, you know, as Reed was doing his interview, which he got thank God. But we had to walk along here to Shields, which is that direction, for about another 5 miles. It was just the bizarrest, so wild, man. The wind was, I mean, it wasn't like angry, like, because I think today is angry, but oh, it was blowing you like that. You know what I mean? Wild. So this is a proper like coastal path, which is lovely, to be honest. It's so nice to walk. And most days, you know, there's bikes, there's people sitting on the benches, but not today, I don't think. I'm wondering if there's anything. Look at them two fighting on, man. Do you know what I mean? Have you noticed it's Daisy that's always the kind of, she always bloody batters them. Yeah, I love to see them run. Just gorgeous. Right, it's getting a bit rough. It's getting, he doesn't mind at all, you know. She's up, look at that. Right, you behave yourself. But, right, Daisy, you're giving him hell, teaching the young pup. But I'd be loved if there's some tomato, well, I don't think there'll be tomato plants. There might be a couple of chilli plants in there. I don't know if you can hear that, but right, it's all this open ground, it's just fun for them. It'd be nice to see what they've got. I might pick up some potato fertiliser if they've got any. You've got to, we talked about last night on the potty mouth, that you go to a garden centre, you've got to just get something. Do you know what I mean? It just keep them going, to be honest. So I'm going to pick up if they've got some potato fertiliser and let's see what I get. Do you know what I mean? By the way, there's a new show. I'm doing a new show with Mark from Mark's Allotment plot on a Friday at 7 o'clock. If you're in Patreon, you'll be able to come and watch it as we record. I think we're recording it tomorrow, Wednesday. But it's a kickback into the weekend kind of show. Just talk about anything. You know what I mean? We're kind of talking about retirement and all sorts. Yesterday, or the last week, or Fridays, went out a pilot show. Right, here we are. So this is where, and it's quite, look at that. I don't know if you can, if I had my drone I would put, well, I would be blown away. There's a sinkhole there, huge one. So this barrier all the way around is to stop folks falling in that sinkhole. So this is where these will not go anywhere near the bloody sea. But that little crop of rocks going out, Ralph used to just jump off them into the river. That will be slippy as anything there, so I'm kind of just taking me time here. Whew. There, it's dangerous to cross this barrier. Like I say, that sinkhole's just been, over the years, just getting bigger and bigger, and eventually it'll kind of give way and the sea will come in. So apparently, I think this was some sort of smugglers. This is what the theory says. Smuggler's Cove kind of thing. But it's got a nice effect because you can just get through this little passageway. Come on. Oh. Right. That wind coming through here. It's been somehow tried to be protected. Seeing these North Sea gales are pretty. Man, this brings back memories of Ralph. You know what I mean? Just, you would love it any weather. I mean, it is in the summer, like people have picnics on here and families go exploring in the caves and everything. But just me today. See, this is the tide comes up, and then Ralph will be on there, you chuck a stone in and he'll be swimming out his little heart. Daisy a lot. Get up. He went. Go on, Daisy. No, look at the Dobermans. They'll stand and look at the sea. See if they get. Man, look at that, man. Oh, 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 oh. That just looks angry as anything. Oh, gee. They're still just playing. So this is, it looks like, I think it's probably been some sort of sinkhole, you know, at the back years and, you know, hundreds and thousands of years ago. But again, there's the other ones up there, and it's going to start again. Right, come on then, yous lot. Let's get you back. I'm going to see me mum. Right, let's get these buggers back home. Come on. Come on. Go on. In you get. Right then, let's go and shoot and see me mum. So me mum used to live in Croatrook where I grew up, and I should actually go around there one day. Let's knock this radio off before you get copyright strikes. So my mum, I should actually tell you quite a bit about my childhood, because it was a varied, you know, like we moved from place to place when we were young'uns, when I was a young'un, you know what I mean? Chip shop, a farm, stuff like that. But we kind of, Mum settled in Croatrook with me dad. I'm not going to go into it because I'll keep that for other things. There's loads, you know what I mean? But anyways, my mum and dad split up. My mum met Mick, and they got a little house in Croatrook where I was kind of, you know, I tagged with my mum. And eventually, you know what I mean, I kind of met Melanie, you know what I mean, and we moved actually into Newcastle first, into the kind of, right, bohemian area, but now it's just like, went to shit, Melanie says, it's just wrecked. You know, like landlords just kind of turning our house in there in Newcastle was just unreal. It was just like, it was 3 floors. We had the top attic as a bedroom, which was massive, but the skirting boards, the skirting boards were like 1.5 foot big, stripped wood, stained glass windows. Hey, honestly, they were just like the old kind of Victorian house. It was a soldier, because we had the deeds. Anyway, that's another story as well, going down rabbit holes. So anyway, we came over here to Whitburn because eventually that place just got, it was just horrific, to be honest. We were there, I'm not sure how long, but we put our house up for sale. We lived actually on the same street. It was called Normanton Terrace. Google it, Normanton Terrace in Benwell, Fenham. Right next to it, at the top of the street, there was one of these Greg's half-price cheap penny a loaf bread shops. Anyway, we had a flat there, and we realised the flat was kind of, you know, just like a ground store flat. This house came up for sale, which was halfway down that street, and we fell in love with it. Do you know what I mean? It was just gorgeous. Kind of lived there for a couple of years, to be honest. Then we put our house up for sale. A week after putting the house up for sale, there was these Benwell riots, which were like televised across the world. The mother-in-law parked her car there one night. We never seen it again. Do you know what I mean? We actually didn't see loads of car friends would come, but we found it on a playing field, a school playing field. The playing field had like wheel spin marks. I'm not joking, wheel spin marks around it, and the mother-in-law's car was in the middle of that playing field. And to be honest, I always said it was the best like 10 minutes of that car's life it ever had, because the mother-in-law, you know what I mean, bless her, it was like 30 miles an hour everywhere. So we came over here, my mum stayed there, and like every Wednesday, my mum, you know, a couple of years ago, well, couple of years ago, every Wednesday, she would come over, drive over. She was driving right up until her stroke. Mick, the man she married, my stepdad, he was as fit as a fiddle. He was a roof felter. And he had this washboard stomach. And at 45, he had a stroke. Do you know what I mean? He was still playing football at 45-year-old. Do you know what I mean? He was just fit as out. And that's what they kind of came over to the allotments. We, by that time, had Ellie and Reed. Oops, just concentrate, Tony. And the allotment was fantastic for him. He would get in there one-handed and limp and just dig away, do you know what I mean? And his tomatoes were fantastic. Then, bless Mick, passed away a few years ago, about 4 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. And then my mum kind of just settled down into life thinking, well, I'm in this little bungalow, you know what I mean, and then fate would had it. My mum had a stroke, and now we were in Sardinia when that happened, and we couldn't get back, you know what I mean, you kind of get back, and the nurse actually was lovely. She said she's had a little fall, we're not 100% sure where and how our motor function's going on, do you know what I mean, like the function of our body. She says there's nothing, you're coming back, I think it was 2 or 3 days, I think we were there. My brother, bless him, he was working on a job in Spain. He couldn't get out of it, so we couldn't get straight away there. But when we did, you went up and seen my mum, and she was in, you know what I mean, just confusion, delirium, just limp down one side. And to this day now, she can, you know, move a little bit of her hand, a little bit, you know, move her finger like that, but that's not going to help anything, you know what I mean? So fate would had it. She's now she's been through the hospital system, so you stay in hospital until they kind of think they can't do anything more with him. This is the way the stroke kind of thing goes, and they couldn't, you know what I mean? She was in a bed and she wasn't getting any help really. That was, you know, as far as it was going for her. So you get like a social worker and you get all that, you know, and they found this, it's called Craigie Lee Care Home in Gateshead, which is half a mile from where I'm just watching, where this guy's just parked there on single yellow man right outside a school crossing. It's exactly where the hospital was, and the hospital, as it turned out, where she went when she had her stroke, was exactly halfway for me and Bernard, my brother, to go and visit. So this care home's still the same. It's right next to the Angel, to be honest. The Angel of the North. It's about half a mile from the Angel of the North, this care home. And you always get these like, oh, care home. But this is a nursing care home. And honestly, the staff are lovely, to be honest. They're lovely. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it just put all, because you see all these news things where, you know what I mean? But they're just lovely, you know what I mean? You kind of, because me and brother go up, we've decided now to go like twice a week, each of us. Do you know what I mean? Because we're going every day to see my mum when she was in hospital. But it's her own, you know, she's got her own room. And they get her up, bless her, it's got to be done with a hoist. They get her up, get her in a wheelchair every day now, and get her, you know, into the living room and get her socialising, and that's just lovely. The meals, I've seen the food, and I was like, you're so tempted just to like, do you want that, ma'am? Are you having that? But me mum, it's like a short-term memory has gone. Do you know what I mean? It's gone. It's just bizarre. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go today and I'll get me mum, and she'll say, am I staying here tonight? You know what I mean? Where am I? You know, still, like, it's just not sinking in. That part of our memory part is being damaged. Yet, childhood, do you know what I mean? She kind of often goes back to kind of childhood. When she first came to the home, she had some kind of pain issue in her tummy, and she, you know what I mean? It was like she was shouting for mammy, a mum, you know what I mean? She was dead close. She was one of seven of a family, you know what I mean? Big kind of family. and she was like although she wasn't the youngest, she was the youngest girl, I think, and she was like, you know, she was right mammy's girl, and shouting for mammy, and you're just like, Mum, I'm here, you know what I mean? And then it would come back to her, and so yeah, so you never know. So you never know what my mum's gonna be like, you know. When myself and Melanie went one day, we had to meet the social worker there, because you had to go through, I think I mentioned it once, where you had to like get a care package or something like that, and it's worked out she didn't qualify for it. But when the social worker was there, and Melanie and me, she was as bright as a button. Oh, you know what I mean? It's just like, and I'm sure the social worker thinking, well, we'll not get anything. You know what I mean? If she's like this, we really need her to like be like confused and ill and bedridden and everything. But she was as sharp as a dart that day. And I remember going the next day, just not totally different, you know what I mean? And she would have the lights off. She wanted the lights off, because they keep the doors open. You know, they each got their individual room, but they have the doors open, and it's just like, it's a way of like not getting isolated. But no, she wanted lights off, curtains shut, and this is through the day. And when I was thinking, oh my God, we're in for a bit of a, you know what I mean? But she was tired, and maybe that was it. She is sleeping way more now. Do you know what I mean? Just like, I'm sure she's probably awake 5 hours out of 24 now. You know what I mean? A lot of sleeping. And when you think she used to pop over here every Thursday, every Wednesday, she'd get me going over there and I'd do her garden. She'd be pointing, doing, and it's where I learned all my gardening from, is from me mum. You know what I mean? It's like, if you can learn from your parents, like, it's the best bit of like teaching, like gardening, plantswoman she was. It was just fab. So we'll see. We'll go in and we'll have a little look. So we're at my mum's. I mean, it's a lovely area. You know what I mean? We're kind of, look at these houses, man. They must cost a fortune. But I'll go in, I'll see my mum, see how she's doing, and I'll come back out, and then we'll nip to a garden centre. So, being in there, I've probably been in about 30 minutes, no more, to be honest. She's just tired out, absolutely tired out. She was fast asleep, and normally when you go in and see my mum, you know, you're like, Mum, she's always asleep, you know what I mean? But she wakes up and you get like, hiya, son, hiya, you know what I mean? But she was zonked, and I was like shaking her. I mean, I wasn't worried or anything like that, but I knew she was fast asleep, but she must have been in a deep sleep. And as soon as I kind of, you know, yes, a hearing aid's not working, so we've got to use a whiteboard to talk. So I was saying, Ellie's finished work there now. She's only got like three weeks to kind of go. Oh, right. So, and I was just to tell her, well, I wrote it all out. No, I rubbed it off the board. Reed's trying to get like a part-time job in the village in this Mexican restaurant. And I was saying, you know, would flat out again. And flat out, do you know what I mean? And I went, all right. So I waited a bit, you know what I mean? Waited a bit. And then like half an hour later, I'm thinking, bless her, just let her sleep. You know what I mean? She's sleeping loads, but they're getting her up normally, you know what I mean? Like, I came specifically early today, you know, what time is it? I think it's about 10:15, something like that. Because the last time I came, they had her up, this was in the afternoon, and they had her in like the TV room, and everyone was in the TV room, and they were all like pointing towards the telly, and I went in and I come straight back out, you know, because I said to our Bernard, I says, Bernard, I couldn't, like, there was nowhere to kind of like sit with her, you know what I mean? And I would have to like use the whiteboard, and she was they were all focused on the telly, and I thought, I'll just leave, you know what I mean, just leave them. So, and even just coming up, you know what I mean, yes, it's a drive to get here, but even like just say spending half an hour and knowing she's fast asleep, knowing hopefully she's having nice dreams, that all. Life, eh? Oh man, bloody hell. My glass is half full, mind you. You know what I mean? I am a positive guy, but you do get some knocks. Come on, let's go to let's go and spend some money. Right, here we go then. This is better, mate. Garden centre. Actually, there's a few cars in. It's nice to see that, mind you. You know what I mean? Remember that? There was a fruit and veg place there as well, so... Right. What can I spend my money on? Seeds, mind you. I was looking for some actually marathon seeds, you know, but shall I get $5.99? That's not a bad price. I was looking for them, talking to Mark about getting them rocket, you know, for like just a quick zap of a, I don't want to pay Charlotte's, come on, where's, am I missing them? Ulster Prince, I haven't heard of them. First earlies, second earlies. No, I can't see any, to be honest. See, there's Maris Piper. I know for a fact mine are way nicer than that, to be honest. I got off Ian from Grown Local. Man, so I've just found some rocket there. They're only $2.99 them, so I only want a couple. Do you know what I mean? So there's my first little treat. Trying to look for that Roma Cos lettuce. That's another one of my favourite ones. Can't see it, to be honest. Got themselves early flowers, I notice. But nothing, no tomatoes or... I thought they might have had some peppers, like, but... It's just all flower, flower, flower. How much is... 6 for £11. £11? Bloody hell. Over here I'm looking to have a look for potato food. I always like to just get a bag of it. My mum used to swear by it. It's sometimes hard to find. Roast food, Homerite, I'll be going through all that again. It's in a brown little box. There we go. Oh, £9 as well. But that's the stuff I use for. I mean, it's a full, you know, full season's worth of food there. Just coming over here is that Wolf Garden, what we've talked about. I'm just wondering, no, they haven't got my rake there. I got my rake from Amazon, to be honest, so I'm not 100%. Not the little ones there, but I got a nice big one. Well, that's a nice little handle size. Seen that? I've got one of those big, but I didn't pay £29. Yeah. I mean, it's good quality, I'll give it that. Let's just pop outside, eh? Oh, there's a new entrance here. Nice coffee shop here as well, to be honest. Can I get out there? Oh, I can. This is like where they keep all the plants that are undercover. Let's just have a go. I've got to go and have a look at the compost. Right, I've tried that that's all right, that Erin. I've tried that. They never have the clover. Farmyard manure, $5.99 now. I think I paid $4.99. I might have paid $15 for 3. So I don't need it now. I've got my own. I mean, there's not many plants. This is the aquatics section. I've got some pots from these places, mind you, but there's nothing really. I thought there might have been a few herbs or something like that, but no. Come on, and we'll go and get these, and then we'll get home. I just got my bill there, and she said, and I instantly went, I didn't say anything. She went, that's £8.99. I think she said £8.99. I went, I'm charged for something, and I was like, Tony, careful. But because I haven't got my glasses on, the potato fertiliser is £5.99. I thought it was £9.99. But anyway, look after yourself, take good care.